Good morning to everyone and welcome back to the Morning Insider, man. Bless up to everyone. You don't know another Morning Insider. Salute to everyone. Remember, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, but I'm just gonna do a little quick recap of what took place over the weekend. As you know, it's Monday morning, man. It's one of Monday morning is the laziest morning for me. Hard to get up out of bed, especially doing YouTube, doing vlogs, especially doing cooking channel. People go out there and subscribe to my cooking channel. Yeah, it's not really just a cooking channel, but it's just like a travel channel where doing outdoor stuff. Yeah, and go places and travel and just see different places and just vlog, but bless up to everyone that's subscribe already to Nicardo travel vlog. Go over there and subscribe to my channel. I had a few video up already. I know I have some fish soup with salmon, very good looking, very interested over there. And I made a peanut porridge, with sweet potato and cornmeal in it. Very interested one. So go over there, man, and check out that video. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I have a video coming out later, which is my Sunday dinner. Some Jamaican traditional, red rice and fried chicken and some curry goat. That's what I had yesterday for my dinner. But yeah, man, you can go over there and run up and look on that, man. But we always start out, with a little Jamaican news, but I must say the first Jamaican news I have to come out and say, man, big up, big up to Lima, won their first Premier League game of the season, man. Big up to them, yeah. They beat Treasure Beach 1-0 at Jacksal yesterday in that afternoon game, yeah. Big up to Lime All, man. They beaten Treasure Beach, I think Treasure Beach is another team that also beat them, in that first leg at States, and then the return leg, they beat Treasure Beach back another 1-0. And I'm just delighted, man. I'm just delighted for Lima. I'm just so delighted for Lima, as they've been struggling. It took 17 games, yeah, 17 games, man, to get their first victory on the board. Nobody can talk to Lima this week. They are not any laughing stock. Yeah. Next thing, Cavalier is a new JPL leaders up there at the top of the table. Yeah, Mount Pleasant drew with Mullines as they came back in that last 9 more minutes to get a goal. Sule McCullough, the man that always bail them out, yeah, and Dunlop Olin have drew with Portmore 1-1 at Portmore Derby. So that's why Cavalier on top. Cavalier another win, another clean sheet. People check out my Jamaican Premier League show. I do Premier League Jamaican Premier League show, and I also do previews. So previews normally drop around anytime after around 1 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, and I usually go live right after the Monday night game. So it's not guaranteed sometimes, as the working schedule sometimes is a little bit challenging, but I managed to keep up doing it the live, man. I sometimes rush to get home and then jump on the live and just do my Jamaican Premier League review. But Montego Bay have beaten Fear United 2-0. Fear, man. Fear is looking at a horrible run of farms. Yeah. Luckily, the two bottom teams are playing really poorly. So it's just that they really getting their self. We saw they play today, but another draw games, today, as I said, Mount Pleasant and Mullines, Portmore and Dunlop Olin drew. Treasure Beach, so Limal beat Treasure Beach. So three teams won. Limal won, Cavalier won, and Montego Bay won. So bless up. That's a little Jamaican Premier League round up there. Devante Cole have scored again, for Barnsley. Barnsley is I think they kind of struggling, down there in that league too, but Devante scored first, and then Ashford came back in that 64th minute for Bolton Wanderers and scored, Yeah, but Barnsley, Barnsley was in fifth position. Yeah, Barnsley was in fifth position. But yeah, they drew. They drew that game away at Bolton Wanderers Stadium. But I must say, man, the Jamaican international, man, not Jamaican international, but soon to be a reggae boy, international, is looking really deadly in that League One. Yeah, he scored 17 goals already. But I must say, man, kudos to him. He's been carrying his team on his back. Very good striker. His run off, his run off the ball is it's amazing. It's ridiculous. I know he can read the game as when the ball, go on the wing. If the ball play through, he just know when to time his run. And I would love to see him, take Barnsley to the championship back again. Or, you're going to have championship club, fighting for a signature coming summer if Barnsley don't make the promotion. Yeah, if they don't go up and get in that championship, you're going to have championship clubs fighting for Devante Cole, signature to come and play. Who knows if, a Premier League team can come and get Devante Cole. Who knows? You never know. You saw what Holly Watkins coming from Exeter. Ivan Toney is another player coming down there. I think, in League Two, saw what Jamie Vardy, came through at Leicester City. So loads of players, come through. Mikel Antonio as a player, a journeyman through, Nottingham Forest and all these teams, Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, so it's a few players that came up, from the lower ranks to the Premier League, but his journey is really good. His journey is really good. But looking forward for him, in that international duty coming, in March against the US in Dallas. Yeah, in Dallas. That game, I think in Texas. Yeah, in Texas, I think. But I want to say this, man. That announcement, from FIFA, that the World Cup final will be playing at the MetLife Stadium in New York. Yeah, and that's a wonderful news because a lot of Jamaicans in that era, in that northeast era, in that tri-state, yeah, and that will be a massive. As we growing up, in Jamaica, watching the World Cup finals on TV, dreaming of going to a World Cup final, someone like me, first time coming to the US, landing in New York, living in the Bronx, so that will be, my parent, my dad still live in the Bronx, still have my room there and all of that. But that will be massive, man. That will be massive, especially for me, man. That's like a dream coming true, to go to a World Cup final, yeah. And I'm just going to make every preparation at the highest level you can attend that World Cup. Hopefully, Jamaica can make it to their second World Cup, yeah. Hopefully, we would love to be there celebrating for the reggae boys in our colors, black, green, and gold. Yeah, but that's a massive news, man. That's a massive news. But, Azteca, Mexico will open the World Cup, yeah, in Mexico City. That's another big one. Also, also Canada will open their fixtures in Toronto, But that World Cup thing, man, watching that today, man, and it was a little bit overwhelming, man, just to know that, I'm in a country where the World Cup final going to be played, where the World Cup going to be played, can go to Mexico, I can go to Canada and watch the game. So it's, it's like a dream come true from that day they announced that, US going to host the World Cup and also Canada and Mexico, man. It's like, a player, yeah, it's just amazing, man. It's just amazing. It's just a wonderful feeling, man, But as I said, I hope the reggae boys can be there. But Ian Bailey, man, is on farm. 7 goals in 21 games. I think this is his 10. He started 10 games in the Premier League. 7 goals, 6 assists. He has a ratings of 7.12. But wonderful performance. But look, Aston Villa have played some really good football. Unai Emery has been coaching this team. Like, he have been coaching this team. When you look at Aston Villa and how they build up and how they play out the ball and how they attack, switching formations, switching positions, on the field, rotating position, replacing each other's on the field, nowhere to run. And just to see Aston Villa is playing out the ball sometimes as a back three with Lucas Digne, push up on that left side, and Leon Bailey staying wide on that right side, and bringing in John Maggin off that left as an inverted left winger. And you have Douglas Luiz, Kamara, or Tielemans in that midfield. And then Ali Watkins is running the channels, and you have Diaby in behind him. Leon Bailey is cutting him, coming on that left hand side. Look at that goal that Leon Bailey scored on Bournemouth, yeah? The way how they play out the ball. Ali Watkins pulled the defenders with him, and he made a one-touch. I don't remember who it was, but he made a one-touch pass, and the defenders got caught out, and they played the ball, shifted instantly, when he got the ball from Oli, and give Leon Bailey, and that's how Leon Bailey created his chance and scored on Bournemouth, cutting on his left foot and curl the ball in the back of it. You saw Leon Bailey also can pull defenders with him. Also, you saw when he came on against Newcastle at home when they lost 3-1. He pulled in defenders and twist and turn, and leaving the players, leaving his opponent, yeah. And that's the type of team game that Aston Villa is playing. Look at the Manchester City goal, yeah. He picked up the ball from in that little pocket off that right wing, and just started drive at players. Yeah, Leon Bailey is playing a little bit more mature. Seeing him again, he's an explosive winger. Also at Leverkusen, more of an explosive winger. Now he's look like he's a little tactical. He's look like he's a little technical genius on the ball. Yeah, not so much using pace as he's mostly using here, his brain to beat his players. Yeah, not so flashy again. It's like a Ronaldo, is leaving Manchester United, who was that flashy winger, like tricks, and go to Real Madrid, and just solo start to score goals, switch up this formation, and decide that the tricks and all of that is waste of time now. And something similar I'm seeing with Leon. He's looking more of a mature player. He's looking, whenever he get the ball, he just need to do the job and get it done. And one thing I have to say, he's a very good team player, but sometimes if you want to go here and show people that you is the man for the team, something you're going to have to be a little bit selfish and all of that. But new contract should come up, I think, probably around next month, early next month, yeah. But talks are still going. I was reading an article, I think it was one of those West Midlands newspaper, and talks will resume by the end of the month for Leon Bailey. They have been trying to get this wrapped up, since last year, I think around November. But yeah, but I feel like the Chippy going to sign a new contract. He at the end, when coming at the end of the season in the summer, he will only have 12 months left on his Aston Villa contract. So more likely, he will sign. But Aston Villa have let the same thing happen to Oli Watkins, who signed a contract last season. Yeah. I think, what was it, last season? No, last year. Yeah. Oli Watkins have signed a contract last year, I think around October. Yeah. Mingsy, Tyrone Mings have signed a contract. Ezri Konsa also signed a contract. And those players' contract were running down. So Leon Bailey with around 15 months left on his contract. Nothing to panic about. But I would love to, at 26, I would love to see the player sign a 3-year deal. You don't really want to sign probably a 5-year deal that will bring him to around 31 when his Aston Villa contract is up. Sometime that leave you a non-negotiation thing, that where you're at that age, especially if you don't have some good season under your belt, it's hard to demand a high wage at a club or anything like that. But you want to leave that room and that gap open, so when you reach 28, 29, you can probably be a free agent if the club don't want to renew your contract, and you can collect that last big paycheck of your career. You don't know when it comes to 30, 32, not many clubs want to give you any more 3 to 4 year deals. It's just start to get short, yeah. But we're going to move on, man. We're going to move on. Going to kick off, La Liga, man. Barcelona has won. Yeah, Barcelona have beat Alaves 3-1 in that Spanish La Liga. Lewandowski got his first away goal since September, man. The striker has not been playing. I don't know, man. I'm just feeling stuffy. Yeah, but yeah, Lewandowski, man, and Victor Rucco, the Brazilian, have scored back-to-back, yeah? First time back-to-back goal for the Catalonian club as Barcelona run rampant and Deportivo Alaves to stay third in put of Real Madrid, who drew over the weekend. Girona also drew over the weekend, so Barcelona have cut that gap, that I think was a 10-point gap. Yeah, they have cut now to 8 points, behind Real Madrid, the league leaders. Girona also draw the Basque Country team, Real Sociedad, 0-0. Girona could have easily won that game, but it wasn't their day. But next up, big game, yeah? Big game next week. The Los Blancos will play Girona at the Santiago Bernabeu. February 10th, yeah? February 10th. So look out for that. But that game though, Real Madrid drew Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid scored that goal in that 47 minute that they said Saul was offside. I don't know, man. So much goals, I think Vicario, for Everton, against Everton for Spurs, there was also a call there. Where I think there's another call somewhere else. I don't remember, but so listen, it's a goalkeeper error this weekend. Yeah, it's a goalkeeper error this weekend. Alisson and Van Dijk, just can't read the ball. Both of them collided each other. So, but that one was very interesting. The Atletico Madrid scored that goal and they waved that off. That was an equalizer goal in the 47th minute. Yeah, but Atletico Madrid came back and scored in stoppage time to drew at the Santiago Bernabeu. So massive points, for Diego Simeone. Massive points as they move up 2 points behind Barcelona. Yeah, just 2 points and 3 points above Atletico Bilbao, who is in 5th position. Top 4 race in La Liga is kind of winding up. Barcelona is still in it. Lose a few more games and they are right in that little nitty-gritty. But moving on, Borussia Mönchengladbach, yeah, could not done the same thing that they did against Bayer Leverkusen as they took the lead in that first half against Bayern München in the Bundesliga. But Bayern Munich came back and won this game 3-1 as Harry Kane was on target in this game again. Big man. But remember that game last week against Bayer Leverkusen and Borussia Mönchengladbach, where Leverkusen took around 26-29 shots, on goal, and none of them went in. They drew that game. But yeah, Harry Kane back-to-back goal, again in the Bundesliga as he scored last week against Augsburg, but that was a little drought where he didn't score in 2 games in the Union Berlin and that Werder Bremen game where they lost at home, that midweek game, that rescheduled game. Yeah, but Bayer Leverkusen, yeah, have beaten Darmstadt 2-0 away, so the gap is still 2 points. But listen up, man, listen up. That next game, at Leverkusen at the Bayer Arena, it's going to be a massive game in the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen. Thomas Tuchel versus Xabi Alonso. Yeah, 12:30 on Saturday. February 10 is also February 10. February 10 is some big games going to play that weekend coming up. Yeah, another big one over there in Italy. Inter Milan will also take on, Daniel De Rossi, AS Roma. Yeah, we're going to get there. We're going to get there right now. As you're talking about AS Roma, yeah, Inter Milan have beaten the old ladies 1-0 in that San Siro. Fabrizio Gatti scored that own goal and Juventus, but I must say it's a wonderful performance from Inter Milan versus the old ladies. As Juventus didn't have no answer in that game. Inter Milan was all over Juve in that game, but I want to say, I want to say something, about, let me find it. I want to say something about this Juventus team, as this Juventus team, Danilo, the Brazilian, is a captain, but, that back three, Danilo, Bremi, and Gatti, the Italian, are very experienced, back three, but the midfield, it's not, the midfield, I don't know, man. This is not a Juventus traditional midfield, Rabiot, Locatelli, McKennie. Looking at Juventus over the years, with Marquisio, Pirlo, even Paul Pogba was there at one time. There's another player. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but that midfield three that even went to the final against Barcelona, when Barcelona beat them in the final, Tevez was at the club. That was a real Juventus maestro midfield. I don't see anyone in this Juventus team, where can take a hold of the game. Someone that can be very aggressive. Even when Arturo Vidal, was there. Yeah, he saw what. Even talking about Arturo Vidal, he saw his return to Colo Colo, is his native team that he grew up on, in Chile. It was a wonderful presentation. Over 60,000 people came out to see his presentation. But Juventus team, there's no warrior in the midfield. There is no natural ball carrier. I don't see the presence of a Locatelli, a Marquisio, or a McKennie. Yeah, I don't see that bite, that Italian bite in the midfield. Yeah, but it's very soft, very soft. But one of the big positive in this game, Vlahovic, he played excellent. Kostic played excellent on that left-hand side. But I must say, Inter Milan, they overload the wing areas, This player, that left wing side, that left winger, yeah, what's his name again? This is DeMarco. That Marco, yeah, he's a very good player. This player seems like he's running with a V12 engine. He never stopped running. He never stopped running. Yeah. But Inter Milan, well-oiled machine team. Barella in the midfield, Arkan Çalhanoğlu, Mkhitaryan. There is not a sense of presence of a real natural CDM. A number 6 in this team. Çalhanoğlu, attacking player. Mkhitaryan, attacking player. Barella, box to box. But for some reason, they have been doing a wonderful job, in the Serie A for the Scudetto race, Inter Milan haven't lost a game, since December the 20th against Bologna at the San Siro. And this was the Coppa Italia. Yeah, the last time they lost a game, it was actually September the 27th against Sassuolo. So Inter Milan is playing really good as they 4 points above Juve with a game in hand. But Inter Milan, their fixtures their last couple of fixtures that they played, they played Lazio in the Supercoppa semi-final. They won 3-0. They played the Supercoppa final against Napoli. They won 1-0. Lautaro Martinez late goal. Inter Milan beat Fiorentina away in Florence. Lautaro Martinez late goal again. Inter Milan have beaten Juventus. So you see, Inter Milan have been going through the phase. And their next game, as I said, February 10th against AS Roma at the Stadio Olimpico. Yeah, to face the not the newly formed team, but the team that's searching, for the new identity, the AS Roma under Daniele De Rossi. It's going to be a very tough game, but looking at this now, Inter Milan haven't conceded a goal since January 13th against Monza away, a game that they won 5-1. So Inter is one of those big teams right now. But in that game also, I can't remember seeing, opportunity from Juventus. As I said, Juventus, I think that close opportunity they got, I think it was a Vlahovic over kick he was trying to make in that 6-yard box. But Arnautovic came on, he got an opportunity. Barella, wonderful save by Szczesny has kept Juventus in the game. He has kept them in the game. He made a few really amazing saves in this game. Yeah, but it's lucky that they finished the game 1-0, you know. But next up is Frizione versus AC Milan. AC Milan came back twice in this game. You know, Oliver Giroud opened the scoring, and you know, Frizione scored back, and they came back and leading 2-1, and you know, the Rossoneri's have to pull back to win a 3-2 at Frizione. You know, Jovic, the man that came off the bench to cut the goal, I think it was in the 85th minute, you know. But AC Milan is keeping intact with Juventus, you know, who is just 4 points above them, yeah. AC Milan is kind of away from that you know, call it that top 4 spot. You know, they in third, but in Atlanta, who's on 39, Bologna is in 5th and 36, Roma is in 6th position and 35. So, you know, AC Milan have kind of drifted away from that 4th spot to the 6th spot. But moving on to the African Cup of Nations, the Mother Nature Cup, yeah? Remember, man, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. But, people, if you haven't watching the African Cup of Nations, you guys are missing out on one of the best African Cup of Nations tournament I've ever played. Yeah, this is a banger, you know. But first game, you know, over the weekend, you know, Angola and Nigeria played, you know, another goal again. Yeah, and you know, Adama Lookman, you know, back to back, he scored against, I think Adama Lookman scored against Cameroon, you know, when they beat Cameroon 2-0. He scored a brace, and he scored also in the quarterfinal. So Nigeria are through to the semi-final. They will play South Africa. Talking about Bafana, yeah, they have beaten one of the big surprising team of the African Cup of Nations, the Blue Sharks, Cape Verde, yeah. A big results, 2-0. You know, who would expect Bafana to beat the Blue Sharks 2-0 in the quarterfinals? As you know, Cape Verde, I think Cape Verde was in that zone with Ghana, Mozambique, and Egypt. I wanna think so, yeah. Let's check. Yeah, it's right. They're in the zone with Ghana, Egypt, and Mozambique, where they're unbeaten. You know, they ran through the whole group stage without losing. They scored 7 and conceded 3 goals. You know, but I must say, Bafana, South Africa, they everyone back home in their country have write this country off, you know, especially going into the zone, you know, with Mali, Namibia, and Tunisia. Tunisia as another team, you know, there wasn't no North African team in the quarterfinals. Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco. I think that was it. No North African team in that quarterfinals. Yeah, everyone got knocked out. Morocco got beaten 2-0 by South Africa. Egypt got beaten by DR Congo. Yeah, so those were the 2 teams, and Tunisia, Algeria have fallen short. You know, in the group stage, both of them came last. But next game, the host, Mali versus Ivory Coast. But you know, Ivory Coast have played, the defender got red card, yeah, and Mali have the man up advantage, and they also scored in this game. But Ivory Coast, again, new looking Ivory Coast under a new coach, Faiz. This is a former coach. Remember, Ivory Coast sacked their manager when they got 4-0 against Equatorial Guinea, just before they found out that they got one of the best third spot to advance to the quarterfinals. And this is a coach that, you know, been amongst the group for like a year now. So he's understanding, as a former player, he understands what exactly the players need. You could see that there's a breath of fresh air in this Ivory Coast team. They are the host country. The fans are behind them. The fans are highly anticipated about this team of winning it. They are through to the semi-final first time since 2015. And the last time they went to a semi-final, they also won the tournament. So let's see if the Elephants can advance to the final and set up a big blockbuster game. If Nigeria can beat South Africa, that will be a shocking result. If South Africa, Bafana beat the Super Eagles. As you know, Super Eagles are flying high in the sky. You can't see them, yeah? But South Africa is in their way right now, you know. But I think this will be a big blockbuster game. Nigeria, Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire. I think this will be their game. I think this will be their final. Yeah, it will be that final, coming February 11th. Hope so, I mean, all the bookies will want that, the tournament organization want that, as it will create a massive income. I would love to go to one of these. I would love to go to one of these African Cup of Nations. It's very nice. It's looking interesting. It's just go to Africa, enjoy, the Mother Nature continent and all of that. But that's it. That's it. But I didn't mention DR Congo and Guinea. Yeah, DR Congo and Guinea. Actually, they drew that they not drew. Guinea lost 3-1 to DR Congo. Yeah. Wissa, the Brentford man is on the score sheet in that game. Who saw that game? That penalty shootout, I was talking about it earlier. That game, Bafana versus Blue Sharks, that game finished 2-1 in penalty. Yeah, Williams, the South African goalkeeper. So many ball he saved, man. That was one of the highlights of the tournament. Yeah, that was one of the highlights of the tournament. But that's it, man. That's it. Nigeria will play South Africa, February 7th, and DR Congo will play the host February 7th. Yeah, first game will be Nigeria, the Super Eagles, 12 p.m. Eastern time, and Cote d'Ivoire will play DR Congo 3 p.m. Eastern time. So Wednesday, man. Wednesday is that big game. Wednesday is what? Yeah, Wednesday is that big game. Yeah, Wednesday should be that game. Yeah, but a little bit of the Asian Cup. Japan is out. Yeah, Japan is out. Iran have beaten Japan in that Asian Cup. Yeah, big result over there in the Asian Cup, man. Iran have beaten Japan. Iran have gone to the last 3 World Cups. Yeah, 2014, 2018, and 2022. So Iran is they have a team. They have a very solid core team. Yeah, but yeah, Korea will play Jordan February 6th, and also Qatar, the host nation, will looking to win this title after they did so in 2019. Yeah, Iran is in their way. Iran is blocking that traffic right now for Qatar. But yeah, let's see if Jurgen Klinsmann and South Korea and Jungmin Son and Kwang, and the rest of the passes can get South Korea over the line. So people, they have come to the end of the morning in Salam, and bless upon yourself, give thanks for another show. But